welcome to Hollie's Hot Takes. I know it's been a very, very long time. It's been, a week since I've spoken to you lot live. Hello, good evening. Hello, Carter. Hello. Today, rather than having another guest on, I thought you could just have me for the evening, and we'll discuss exactly what's been happening at Tottenham over the last week. We still don't have a clue what's going on, do we, as Spurs fans? I've whipped out the New England shirt because the season is over and I'm super duper excited for the Euros, just because I'll be drinking in the Icon Bar every game. It's going to be good. Good evening, Alan. Good evening to everyone that has joined as well. Hope we are all well. Hope you've had for me, I've had a week off thanks to the schools being off for half term, so it's been groovy. But Tottenham, on the other hand, haven't given us any stress relief, have they? Obviously, we all thought Pochettino was coming back. We were holding our hopes. I mean, my heart definitely wanted Poch. My brain, not so much, as I thought it would be his time once again. We've already seen it once. We don't want that happening once again, in the sense that Levy won't let him do what he wants to do. Now, it seems that Conte could be coming. He might not be coming. Who knows anymore what is going on at this club. Hello, Ben. Good evening. Good evening to you too. So, the latest. I mean, the last couple of episodes of Hollie's Hotspurs and Hollie's Hot Takes, it's been talking about our manager, and we're none yet the wiser, are we? We're nearly... Yes, Kelly. I mean, we nearly signed lots of people. Sounds very familiar. But the only good news that's coming out today is obviously that the Juventus DOF, Director of Football, is more than likely to sign a deal with Tottenham. And I'm optimistic, because let's not get it wrong. We all know that we can't let Levy have any more fingers in any more pies, can we? Because I feel like Levy is too involved in this club on a football level. He needs to get his bum out of there and just leave the footballing side to the manager. Now, hopefully with a DOF, Director of Football, things might change. I know we've had a Director of Football before and it didn't go down too well with Levy, but second time lucky. I know, man. He's not going to the Euros, Ben. So I brought the Euros to him. But yeah, tonight's Hollie's Hot Takes is just going to be me, you asking your questions to me. Probably the biggest one is, do I want Conte? 100%. Who wouldn't want Conte? I think he'll be the only one to actually headbutt Levy. But again, it'll be pointless getting Conte and not any manager if there isn't a director in the football in the way, just because, let's be honest, Levy's always the one that's going to be there and saying what he wants. But we've got a director of football, at least there's a bit more guarantee that the manager's going to get what they want, because we never had that with Pochettino. I think he just had enough by the end of it. But anyway, the only good thing is this director of football looks like it's more than likely to happen, which is also good because apparently they're good mates, so to speak, in a sense that they've worked together before. So who knows? It could be good times ahead for Tottenham fans. But again, I'm not holding my hands up to yet. I mean, there's things coming out already about the Italian Sky News people that are saying that it's more likely to fall through. But who knows at the end of the day? I thought today would be a video saying how we've got a new manager. And once again, I'm let down by this club, but it's vibes. But who else is excited for the Euros? I'm not excited for the Euros, anything to do with Tottenham at the moment, because Tottenham are pissing me off. And they're not even playing, which is standard. I've also seen that Harry Kane and Sonny are in the Team of the Year, which is good times. You love to see it. But, yeah. News of Tottenham, I'm not too happy because nothing's really changed, has it? There's rumours about Sonny extending his contract to the club as well, but again, that's not set in stone. It's just a lot of rumours and a lot of what's going on. We're none the wiser, so to speak. We are none the actual wiser. And I didn't even watch the England game the other day as I was on holiday, and I'm glad I didn't, because it didn't seem that vibey. And plus, didn't Trent get injured as well? I mean, who needs 4 right backs? I just don't know. Imagine England winning a trophy before Spurs. Like, to be fair to you, Alan, I'd be down for it. Country before club. Country before club. Because the way the World Cup was a few years ago was a madness. It's insane. I wish that to be again this year. I'm not too hopeful, obviously, with Southgate's ways of workings, so to speak. I'm not a fan of his style of play. And it's not really reaching the rewards that we kind of want. But yeah, that's another thing as well, Alan, and everyone in the chat. A few years ago in that side, we had 5, 6 Tottenham players. Now there's one. That just kind of speaks volumes, doesn't it? It really speaks volumes. Make the pain. What's that mean? Make the pain. Oh, make the pain go away. Cody, I was like, what on earth are you going on about? It's fine, Cody. You can just look at Harry Winks with an England hat on. It's vibes. I'm just fed up, Cody. I thought today was going to be the day that we could discuss Conte coming into the lane. But no, I made a deal that every day I drink gin until we sign a new manager. I'm going to have no liver left. No liver left. So I thought I'm going to whip out the England shirt, which I managed to buy today. I'm going to do the bar up tomorrow. The Agger bar is going to be fully pimped out in England flags and England bunting. We're going to be living lavish. That's what I'm more interested about at the moment. Spurs are really starting to tick me off. And they're not even playing, Cody. They're not even playing and they're ticking me off. But how has everyone been? Thank you, Albert. It's groovy, isn't it? I was like, I need to get on with a collar. It needs to be done. I didn't like the white one. It's got no collar. I thought you were going to say, look at that beautiful Harry Winks with the Harry Winks England hat on. But I'll take it, Albert. Thank you very much. But yeah, that's another thing. Now that Tottenham are ticking me off, once again, they're not even playing. There will be some Euro content on this channel. I'm not sure when. I don't know when I'm going to fit it in, but we'll have a look. And if you haven't already, make sure you check out Albert's channel, because Albert is an Arsenal fan, but he's a rarity because he's a class Arsenal fan. So make sure you go check out Albert's channel as well. As long as Kane doesn't get injured, he has had a long season. That is very true, Alan. I'm always very worried. But who knows if he's going to be a Spurs player next season, Alan? Who knows anything at the moment? It's great times, isn't it? Who knows anything? We haven't got a manager. We haven't had a manager for 50 days, nearly 50 days. Which I think I put something out on the other day and someone was like, yeah, but it doesn't matter as long as we appoint the right one. I mean, that is true in a sense. We have got the Euros, but I'm just fed up with uncertainty. Do you know what I mean? Like, if transfers are starting to happen sooner and we haven't got a manager, like, players are going to be like, well, I'm just going to bugger off then because I'm uncertain on my future, especially like Kane. Say goodbye, Hollie. Do you golf? Running white? I don't know, Cody. I just think they're jazzy. I have the what one do I have? You know, the blue one that's got the collar as well, the Spurs blue one. I can't remember what one it was. Was it last year's third kit or the year before? Like, ever since then, I'm like, I need a collar on my shirt. And no, I tell you what one had a collar. You know, the light pale blue baby one that was like when I was about 13, 12. That had a collar on. I think that was it. Hello, Nippon. Hello. I have just escaped from Red Half to join your channel. Please go back. No, Albert, it's all class. Albert is class. I never thought I'd say this. There's actually some really nice Arsenal fans out there. Albert is one of them. Please don't clip that, Albert, because I feel like that will be used in lots of different ways to tarnish me, basically. Hello, Torstein. Did I say it right? Welcome. We can all enjoy the pain of Tottenham Hotspur together tonight. Yes, you're great, Hollie. Nothing but love for you. Thank you, Albert. I appreciate it. Hopefully, when I sort my diary out, when I get my act together, me and Albert will be doing some Euro content. So keep your eyes peeled for that. I'll probably get Albert on here as well, actually, too. We'll do it live from the Agam Bar when I've pimped it all up. I've pimped it all up. You can all see the Agam Bar as well. I might do a tour around the Agam Bar if you all fancy a video. Okay, so no Conte, no Pochettino, Ten Hag. Who can we appoint that'll make you feel good? No one. Mike Bassett. Cody, if you haven't watched the film Mike Bassett, go do it. Mike Bassett, England manager. And then I say no more. That's who I want. No, realistically, to be honest, Cody, it doesn't really matter. I think for me, the only way to salvage if we have a manager in that I'm like, say Potter, for example, the only way I'd feel good if Potter came in is if the DOF did stuff. That's it. Yes, we need an Agam tour. Right. Put this in your diaries. Some point I will gift you round the Agam Bar. Okay, at some point. Just off subject, what did you think of Sol Campbell's comments with Spurs fans? Alan, I haven't seen it. I've been under a rock the last week. You're going to have to fill me in. Hi, Hollie. When you spot Tottenham, it's like to be watching a soap opera drama. It's literally Emmerdale 2.0. Actually, no, let me rephrase that. EastEnders, because there's a lot more shouting than Emmerdale. But I agree. It's just supporting Tottenham. It's never an easy ride. We never do things the easy way. If you were Conte, would you come here? Aguator for gin. I need to actually drink my gin today. I've drunk gin every day this week, and I said I'm going to carry on till we get a new manager. If you were Conte, would you come here? I mean, there's been rumours coming out, isn't there, today that he's not too sure that he's like, I don't think Tottenham will get over the line if I came here, in a sense that he doesn't think he's going to win stuff instantly, and we saw that with Jose. But again, I think it's like I keep saying, I think the Jose thing was the last roll of the dice from Enick and Levy, because they know he's won stuff. They thought, oh, it's fine. He can manage to ban these group of down and outs here and there. Let's be honest, our team has quite a few down and outs. He was probably like, he can probably battle them together to get some results, and it hasn't worked, has it? But this time, if we get a director of football in and Conte in, Levy's got to be sat there thinking, hang on, I need to do something here, because there's a lot of us that are getting ticked off now. Which fan base has it worse right now, Spurs or Toffees? Oh my God, I feel so sorry for Everton. Literally, Ancelotti's done them a dirty right under their nose. And I kept saying, I feel like Everton are the northern equivalent of Tottenham. They're the nearly men every time. And don't get me wrong, I don't think Everton have as much history as Tottenham. Yes, I just said that. But they're slowly going to start overtaking us. Now, obviously, if they kept Ancelotti, I think they'd be able to overtake us quicker. But now he's gone. Again, I don't know. It's very strange with Everton. At this point, I'm really blaming Levy. It seems like he's doing just about everything to get Conte here. I mean, yes, Ross, but I also think that's because his reputation is tarnished. And I've said this, if he manages to bring Conte in and a DOF, because I think a DOF is going to do a lot of difference. A director of football is going to change a lot of things. And I know we've had a director of football before, and it didn't go down too well. But I think Levy's starting to realise, hang on a minute, I've probably done a lot of shit here. There's a lot of fans that are getting really ticked off. I know with the protests and everything, the fact that you just see on Twitter now, and I know Twitter is, how can I put this? You go on Facebook and there's a lot of Levy and Enick lovers. You go on Twitter and it's different. But you're seeing it more and more now. So I think Levy's you can't silent noise for however long. He will break at some point. And I'm hoping now, Ross, that he's finally coming to his senses. Hello, Lookman. Hello. Mr. K in the house. Hello, my friend. Who would you support if Spurs got nuked off the face of the earth? People are probably going to kill me for this, but as we know, I can't stand Southampton. It will never be Southampton. It'll probably have to be Bournemouth. They're probably my next local club. Or Portsmouth, actually. I take it back, Pompey. Fratton Park. If you ever get the chance to go to Fratton Park, you need to go. The atmosphere is insane. It's much better than Southampton. At Southampton, they're like a choir. It's all lovely singing. At Portsmouth, you're in a proper football stadium. I'll try and keep the faith, Lippman. Yeah, Brian in the house, my friend. Do you know anyone with nukes, by the way? No, but my granddad was a gangster back in the day. I'm sure he can get something. Is on the way, what's been reported. Apparently so. Fabrizio he hasn't said here we go, but it's near enough saying it's here we go. And that makes me happy because I think him and Conte are mates. So hopefully, if Conte comes, he will break him, just like we did Mourinho. I mean, Sadat, you do speak volumes. I also think the director of football, as much as keep going on about it, I think will help us. As long as Levy just stays clear. He can't get a director of football in and then be the second director of football. It just can't work. Up the cherries. The number of people who have come out against Conte say just want nice football is depressing. It's always going to happen. It's always going to happen. I want someone that's going to win us things. I thought Jose was going to be the man. Clearly he wasn't. But we've all kind of said throughout the season, it's not a whole Jose problem. It's not just a manager problem. It's not just the board problem. It's not just a player. They all interlink. And one way to sort that out is to get a new manager in that has won things, to get a director of football in so Levy can butt off, and we'd spend some money in the transfer window. But not spend money because people's arguments are, but we spent money in the transfer window. Look who we bought in. Yeah, agreed. But we didn't get a centre-back. I want us to spend money in places that we really need to invest in. Are you looking forward to the Euros, Hollie? I am indeed. I've got the T-shirt on ready. We're living lavish. Harry Winks has got his hat on. We're living lavish. I might actually draw an England hat on Levy as well. But yeah, I am looking forward to it. There will be a tour of the Agam Bar once I've decorated it tomorrow. Even the Glazers addressing the fans, Percy, our owners can't even get a manager, won't even look at us. We have to wake up the fan base. They need to respect us. Exactly. Look, when I say this every time, you need fans. Without fans, there are no football. Now, okay, yeah, you could argue, but if the Super League happens, blah, 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 blah. But if the Super League happened, we wouldn't be Tottenham Hotspur Football Club anymore. We'd probably be like franchised as London. And that for me isn't my football club anymore. And I probably would just stop supporting football. Or if Tottenham was reborn in a sense that there was another Tottenham club made, then okay, yeah. But again, fans are the root and heart and soul of every football club. You can't deny it. 100%. But they do need to respect us. That's the thing. And I don't know. I don't know what it's going to take to. Like I said, Conte coming in with a DOF, it's a step in the right direction, and may it continue. But again, I don't think. I just hope Levy's not trying to put the wool over our eyes again. And to be honest with you, I probably could see that. Do you know what I mean? He probably is thinking, if I get a director of football in, like, some fans are going to be a lot happier. If I get Conte in, fans are going to be happy. And I think I was also sat here thinking, if he gets Poch in, that's going to pull a lot of walls over the people's eyes. Let's get a fan favourite in. Then they won't say no more. So I don't know. I feel like sometimes it's very tactical with Daniel Levy and the board. Sometimes I feel like they haven't necessarily got our best interests unless it suits them, because they know lots of people are ticked off. If they get in someone like Pochettino, like Conte, like a director of football, lots of fans are going to be like, oh yes, they're finally doing something. But down the line, it's not going to stay like that. It's just like a smokescreen. But again, I'm not going to be too negative about it, because if it does pull it off, I'll be like, okay, all right, you're putting your money where your mouth talks. You're actually putting your words into action this time. Because again, I know you said, Lippman, about the Glazers coming out and saying something. I mean, Levy did come out and say something personally this time, which I haven't really seen in a while. Apparently, he did say that he made a mistake in sacking Poch. So they're little tiny steps, but I want to see these actions put into place. I want us to go out there and get a good manager, to get a director of football, for Levy to leave his fingers out of the pie, to let the director of football do his own thing, to make transfers in the summer, but not transfers that are going to come good in a couple of years' time. We all know we need a better centre-back. 100%. We all need a better centre-back. We don't see that, I'm going to be fuming. To take a phrase from Jose, same chairman, different lies. I mean, agreed, Brian. I do agree. I'm trying not to be too negative, but I'm also sat here thinking it's just going to happen again, and it will. And like I said, we need to keep this movement going, in the sense that we need to keep calling them out on things. We need to keep questioning the actions they make, because they have made a lot of boo-boos, a lot of errors in the last couple of months or so. And I feel like this Conte movement and this DOF has come about because we're pushing for change, because we've said, look, we've had enough now. And I don't think this is, I think this is a movement that does need to carry on, because we can't be like, oh, okay, we've got Conte, let's stop now. We need to keep pushing. Would you take Tarkowski? He's the geezer at, see, Cody, I'm not very good with other teams. I want to say Burnley. Is it Burnley? Centre-back. I don't really know, Cody. I mean, we need someone established that's been in the Prem. I mean, there's talk about, obviously, Skriniar, isn't it? I just want someone that's established. Who was I thinking about the other day that I wouldn't mind coming? I can't remember who it was. I just want an established centre-back. I mean, where's Ake gone? He's fallen off the face of the earth. I know, like, where has he gone? But, yeah, like, you see what Liverpool did. They obviously took a risk. They sold Coutinho. What did they do with that money? They decided to buy a defender. Okay, he was at Southampton, Van Dijk, but again, he's played in the Prem. He was good at Southampton. We need to do something like that. When the over-under on when we sign a manager, is it destined to be Big Sam? Jason, mate, I'm telling you, might be Mike Bassett at this rate. If we don't get anyone, I want it to be Mike Bassett. If you haven't watched that film, you need to watch it. Is apparently the master of free transfers. Is that right? Yeah, for us though. So that's true. I agree. Again, this is what I'm saying to that. So I don't know a lot about this DOF. I know that he's good mates with Conte, and I know he's a director of football. Could this be what I've been telling you guys? Could this be him pulling a smokescreen? Oh, the fans want a DOF. I know, let's get this guy in. Now you told me he's the master of free transfers. I've been saying that though. Who was it today? Was it Everton that has said that they're thinking of releasing King? I wouldn't mind him as a backup maybe to Kane, because we know that we're not going to pay the money for Delicious Vinicius. So, who knows? Levy's second biggest shareholder is used to making decisions. He'll put aside his ego to let Conte take over. Probably not Alan. Probably not. This is what I'm saying. I don't know whether DOF is probably the best. I'd say DOF is the best way forward, but we've been in this situation before where we've had a DOF and nothing's changed. But we'll have to wait and see. I think because lots of fans are jumping on his egghead now, I think he's sat there thinking, I need to double think myself every time now. Maybe Levy has seen your tweets threatening the head, but I have a big forehead. Hey, good evening, Chris. Ben Godfrey is a good defender. We should get him. Agreed. How do I say your name? Is it Connection? Spurs? I would like Ben Godfrey. I mean, Everton were after them, weren't they? But obviously, with all the crap that's gone on at Everton this week, I don't know whether that's at the forefront of their minds at the moment. Our homegrown situation is dire. It is. Dire is part of that. No, I'm joking. It is, and it isn't, because there's a lot of good youngsters coming through the ranks. This is something I don't understand. We've got so many homegrown players in the ranks coming up. Too many homegrown deadwood. If you're talking about Winks, all right, let's give him a night off. He's happy in his England hat. I do agree, though. We don't have enough players that are at the standard. But that's because our board have decided to ride the wave for so long, not want to take a cut on a player, just leave him in there to rot. Yeah, we've had the others before, but Levy can't stop interfering. That's the thing. He's literally like, he wants to be part of mother meetings every day. Like, you look at the documentary, like, we don't know how true that is because it's probably scripted and all that, but you look at the All or Nothing documentary, it turned out to be nothing. But when he was having that chat and Ericsson was talking to Jose, who had to be in there with him? Levy. Like, just chill out, mate. You don't need to be in everything. It's all right, my dude. It's all good. But you know what I mean? I hope this is a step and a change. But in the back of my mind, I'm thinking it's going to be the same. They're very clever in the fact of not caring. Now, people tell me, but Levy's a Spurs fan, he's this, that, and the other. But if you're a Spurs fan, one of all, you don't sell your club to a European Super League. You don't then charge high ticket prices when the fans haven't been in all year. Like, to me, it's like contradiction after contradiction after contradiction for me. With Levy and Enick. And don't get me wrong, if they manage to get Conte over the line, if they manage to get a director of football over the line, and we manage to see in the summer we get an established centre-back that's either in the Prem or has done it elsewhere in Europe, fair enough. I hold my hands up a bit, all right, okay, you're starting to listen to what us fans want and you're doing things in order to implement, to make sure that we compete at the highest level. Then I'll be like, all right then, this Enick out, this Levy movement is achieving what we wanted it to achieve, because we're not all going to see it. All the people that went to the protest, they know that it's going to be really hard to get Enick out, because the only way that Enick are going to get out is there's a higher bidder. And at the moment, you can see what they're trying to do. They're trying to raise the profile of the club to sell it at a high price. And to me, the sacrifice of the club is the football. Now, the Enick out, Levy out movement is to make them start thinking of what they're doing. That it's not the money or the amount of Lady Gaga concerts you want to put on. It's us fans at the heart of it. Anthony Martial would be a good quality signing for the Tottenham Hotspur. Sammy, we reckon. Do I know a Chelsea fan called Matisse? No, I do not, Nippon. I do not. So yeah, this whole movement, like I said, if we get Conte, if the DOF dynamic works, and we see that working in the summer, then yeah, cool. I'll be like, well, look, this Enick out, this Levy movement wasn't for nothing. They've actually decided and seen there's a lot of unrest and a lot of like hate and not much likeness to these guys at the top. Then it's working. But it's something that we can't stop, because they'll just be like, let's get these in and then they'll shut up and it'll be fine. You need to keep pushing for change, and that's the only way. You can't sit down and just be counted. You've got to keep pushing momentum. But yeah, like I said, I hope this Conte business, obviously Sky Italia, I don't know who the geezer is that reports on it, but he's saying it's unlikely to happen now, whereas you've got this DOF coming in. It's all a bit up in the air. Of Conte here, do you see the end of Skippy and Parrott getting a chance to play, or see Ledley won't be needed by Conte? It's a tough one, because I feel like Skippy can play two roles. Now, I know he played at Norwich, and yes, okay, the Championship is slightly different to the Premier League. It is a big jump. But I don't know whether the dynamic of Højbjerg and Skip would work quite well, in the sense that, obviously, we know Højbjerg, and we joke about it, Højbjerg can't pass the ball. As much as I love him, he can't pass the ball. But we kind of saw that with Wanyama. Now, could Skippy, I'm not saying he's going to be the next Dembele, but I'm saying he could play that role where he could get the ball off Højbjerg, move with the ball, because he was doing that with Norwich. He was getting the ball, driving at players, and he could tackle players. So I don't really know if ever they could play those two at the same time, whether it be rotation between Højbjerg and Skip. I don't know, Alan, to be honest with you. Also, yeah, Ledley won't be needed, and I think that'd be quite sad. Hopefully, Ledley does stay at the club. Maybe he goes and coaches the youth sides. But again, I don't know. I can't see anyone coughing up £2 billion for Spurs, so we're stuck with Enick. And that's the thing, but this is what I mean. This whole Enick out protest, maybe we should have probably maybe changed the name slightly, because we know it's difficult to get Enick out. They're not going to be like, oh no, there's a few fans shouting at us, or there's quite a lot of fans shouting at us, they want us out. They're not going to go. They won't go, because again, money rules their roost. But for them to, I just want them to sit up and listen and be like, oh shit, actually we do need these fans that have stuck through thick and thin, that have watched us through. This is another thing, because, like I said, I'm not lucky enough to have a season ticket, but I know there's lots of people that have had season tickets for a very long time, and they're not going to give their season ticket up, and who would them? Because hopefully this Enick thing won't be here forever. But it's things like that, it's just making your voice heard. And I always kind of say with the elections as well, I don't want to say it's political, but you can't necessarily moan about something if you're not going to try and do something about it, if you're not going to go up and vote. You can't moan about Enick if you're not going to go out and make your voice heard. Now, I know not everybody can go to protests, and it is difficult. I mean, travelling from Southampton to get to London and this, that, and the other, it is difficult. But even if you make that presence known on social media, like, just your voice is something. And yeah, I don't want to turn this into an Enick out thing, but I'm just saying, for them to change my mind, we've got to get Conte in, or a manner of that kind of establishment. I mean, it was with Poch, obviously, when the rumour was coming out about Poch coming back, I was happy. My heart was happy, because I was like, oh yeah, it's good times under Poch, but we never got over the line. And for me, that was because, one, I don't think Poch was very necessarily forceful. He tried to be forceful towards the end of his tenure. It was too little too late. And you could tell there was a bit of bad blood, in the sense that you go into meetings and say, I'm not the manager, I'm the coach. When you've got your manager saying things like that, you're like, okay, there's a bit of tension here. So I think Poch coming back, we've done a few videos on it now, but lots of guests are saying it's too soon. It is too soon for Poch to come back, because for something that happened that was so rooted and that deep, you don't start, because technically it's only been, what, a year and a little bit since he's gone. Like, blood doesn't die that quickly, and I know he's got a lot of love for Tottenham, and I could see him coming back. But it's not going to work under that dynamic with Levy. I think it's either going to take maybe 4 or 5 years till Levy's gone, or we have a new owners, or there's a DOF. I think the DOF is probably a big step in the right direction, but again, you've got to see if that DOF is going to be implemented well. And we don't have 2 DOFs, which includes Levy and the other geezer. But we'll have to wait and see. Like I said, I'm just glad the Euros are around the corner, which is a vibe. Because I tell you what, if they were playing any more games, I'd probably want to shoot myself in the face. But luckily, we've got to endure waistcoat Southgate football instead, which I don't know what's worse at this moment in time. I don't know if there's been any more news. Probably not. But yeah, we'll just have to wait and see, really. That's the thing. But yeah, in the next couple of weeks, we probably will have some Euro content, so keep your eyes peeled for that. I've got the t-shirt now and everything. I think everybody's getting hyped. I just want the same. I mean, we've got the round of death, the group of death after the knockouts, so that should be fun. Orange, good evening, hello, welcome. It's been a while, but I am here. I'm back. We'll probably have a Euros video probably next. I'm deciding maybe Wednesday or Thursday. I think it'll be next Thursday. We'll have a couple of guests on to discuss the Euros coming up, how we think we're fancy. Now that we haven't got 4 right backs, I feel a bit more happier. I don't know why you'd want to take 4 right backs, but there we go. Regardless, obviously with Trent being injured the other day. But yeah, we're going to have some Euro content on its way, which will be quite exciting. Get some guests on. I know one guest already, Forms, that was on Hollie's Hot Takes the other week. He's going to come on. He's got a new track releasing soon, which is Euros themed, so it makes sense to get him on to chat some England stuff for once, and not be depressed by Tottenham. But yeah, how's everybody feeling for the Euros? Are we quite excited? Is there any news on Conte still? Are we still twiddling our thumbs, not knowing what's coming next? But it is a good time. Honestly, I thought today was the day I could stop drinking gin. I drank a gin every day this week because I thought a manager would be coming soon. How wrong was I? I like Winks to do hat in the background. Thank you. He's also in the England spirit. He couldn't go to the Euros, sadly, because he's shit. But I gave England to him. Thank you, Luke. I appreciate you tuning in. I really do appreciate it. Thank you very much. Have a good Friday evening. But yes, like I say, next Thursday we'll probably have a Euros chat with some guests. That I might do some. I think we're going to do some. I need to think of a name for it first because we've got Hollie's Hot Spurs, we've got Hollie's Hot Takes. I need the same buzz, a ring to a Euros thing. I don't know if we're going to do game reviews after every one. We might just be live from the Agon Bar to discuss some Euro content, which would be quite exciting. But I will be getting a video developed soon, which will be like a tour of the Agon Bar. I don't know whether you want it live or it could just be a recording. That'd be quite jazzy. We'll have to wait and see. The game against Austria was terrible, and with the team we have, I think we can go far. Agreed. It was pretty bad. Where was I? I was on the Isle of Wight, and I needed a wee because I was on my 5th gin. And I decided to walk into the bar, and as I walked through the bar, a minute kicked off, and I was like, the ball's gone out of play 4 times already. This is not going to be exciting. Which distraction are you more excited for, Euros or gin? Well, I've already started on the gin, Cody. I've already started on the gin. So yeah, maybe both. The combo of both is exciting. You may have to drink gin to the end of the Euros, still 50 days without a manager. I mean, it's a win-win situation in my eyes. Pink gin with the uncertainty of when I'm going to stop. Vibes. Hollie's 4 Lions. Oh, what? My Hoiberg, my Harry Winks, me egg, and me Harry Winks. You're on Hollie. You're on... no, wait, let me use my phonics. On Hollie. You're on... Oh my god, I'm such a dick. You're on Hollie. That sounds like urine on Hollie. Southgate out. Waistcoat out. I'm looking forward to Euros. Anything to get Spurs off topic. Agreed. 100% agree. I still think the Euros are going to be hella dreadful because after the group, we've got the knockout of death, isn't it? We've got I think we've got Germany. We've got Germany, Portugal. There's one other. I think it's France. As long as we miss France, it's fine. Swap gin for vodka and I join those. I have got vodka on the. I can't remember what they're called. So in the bar, I've got when you walk in an actual bar, you've got them on the unit thingies. I've actually got thingies, so I could pour you a vodka if you like. Who do you think would be a good manager for England? Mike Bassett. Hi Hollie, I need a cheer after today. Welcome, Darren. I have the perfect one for you. Harry Winks in an England hat. Tell me your Friday has got a lot better now. Tell me your Friday's got a lot better. Hollie's Euros to keep with the theme. You reckon? I mean, I like the fact you put a Euro, so I'm not looking at you because it's on my telly because I can't read on my laptop. I like the fact you put the little E, which I should have done. Oh, I have done for Ennick. I don't know. It needs like a punchy ring, like Hollie's Hot Takes. It begins with a H. Hollie's Hot Spurs begins with a H. Hollie's Hot Euros. Hollie's. I don't know, but that's what I'm going to go for. I haven't decided. I don't know what do you guys want? Do you want game reviews like I used to do for Tottenham? See, that way we could get loads of, I could get Albert on, I could get Rose on, I could get Mike on, and get other fans from different teams, because as you all know, my Tottenham knowledge, any other football knowledge, so maybe getting fans from other clubs is probably a good way to go. Me and Albert probably have a fight on stream. I don't know, what do you guys kind of want? I was thinking of maybe doing a live watch along from the Agon Bar, but I mean, if you haven't watched the Man City Cup final one where I decided to record it, not do it live, the amount of crap I had to cut out of it because I was arguing with everyone and arguing with the telly, I just don't think it's a great thing. Plus, I probably will be knees deep in gin in the Euros. Hollie's internationals. Possibly. I would have missed Danny Rose, great seventh club. Agreed. And as much as I banter Danny Rose in the sense that I just don't know where he's been, having to play in the under 21s, was it? Something happened and he's just fallen off a cliff. But again, I will always remember that goal against Arsenal. That volley was just insane. He has been a great servant for the club. And the one thing you can say about Danny Rose as well, he'll always put 100% in. Towards the end of his tenure, obviously, I don't know what happened, but before that, it's just excellent. Watch the Euros pick transfer targets. Ooh, Sadat. I like you've changed your little picture as well. I like the idea of that, man. I'd have to get other people on to pick transfers because I'm shite at knowing who's anyone else. I would win the fight. Albert, have you seen my forehead? Mate, boom. Even Daniel Levy stared at my forehead, mate. But no, definitely, I wanna. Obviously, I need to sort of Albert because I need to go on Albert's channel because I want to. I need to sort my diary out. And once I have Albert, I'll be there, and I'll have to get you on here as well. Anyone who's causing us Arsenal is a hero for me. Albert, watch out, coming in force now. Nippin's even a Chelsea fan, man. No, that goal was spectacular. Like I say, I think age, him losing his speed, obviously something happens. He wanted that move. Blah. Go back with him. I offer him a duel. Break the hold. No, I thought the poor thing hasn't gone to England because he's shit. So, giving him my England hat. I've got flags as well. Hang on. So I've got these, right? I got these when I watched England women play at St Mary's. I tell you what, it's the second time I've been to St Mary's is bloody shit, but still, we got groovy flags. So these will be going on the bar. I'll have to show you a tour around tomorrow. I'm going to pimp it up tomorrow, and I'll show you all around. Look at this. Now we've just got Hollie's hot takes where I'm. As you can tell, I'm feeling very vibey. The Euros. I'm going to stop now. But yeah, that's the plan. Pimp out the Agon bar. Maybe it could be Hollie's live. Maybe we just say Euros live. No. And it's live from the Agon bar. Maybe that's how I'll just announce things. But yeah, I'm just gabbling on now. Has anybody got any questions? Because, the Conte thing, the DOF's pretty dead now. I don't really know what's going on anymore. Hollie's diary. Monday gin, Tuesday gin, Wednesday gin, Thursday gin, Friday gin, Saturday gin, Sunday gin. What? I mean, yes, that is my diary at the moment. Do we have a chance to win the Euros? Well, Darren, to keep everything light-hearted and happy, you got to be in it to win it. So yeah, why not, man? No, I don't think we will, Darren. Evening, John. Evening, my friend. I am alive. I am still alive and gigging. Tottenham, not so much. But yes, like I say, we're just discussing Euro content. But next Thursday is probably the day to write in your diaries. Next Thursday, I have yet to decide a name. We'll be talking England. England jazz. Oh, John, you missed the flags, man. Yeah, it's groovy. Eurovision. Yes, Ed. Yes. Oh my days. Eurovision 2020 at the Agon Bar. Oh my days, I like it. Call your Euro podcast, 2 flags on my bar. Yes, John. I'm sick of us taking part. Darren, the way I look at it is to have all your mates round, have a good laugh, rate Gareth Southgate's waistcoat, and go from there. Do you think Tottenham will win? Albert, if we don't, my gravestone is going to be my last testament to the club. It'll be like, my life, being a Spurs fan, was said to be all or nothing. It turned out to be nothing. That's what my great stand will say. Are you free to be Paris tomorrow evening? My live stream is going to be choosing my European team. Nippon, I wish I could, but unless you want me drunk outside in the Agon bar, my answer to you, sir, is no, unfortunately. I'm having all my friends around tomorrow. Just to get hyped for the Euros, you know. If you remember Bryony from last time when she came around and we were watching Tottenham play, and she screamed Harry Kane is one of our own. And then when we started to lose, she was like, what are they doing? The man up top's the only one. Kind of highlights. She's not even a football fan. She knows what's going on. I like Bob to suggest Euron. It sounds like urine. Hollie. I teach phonics and I can't say that. On Hollie. I mean, I liked, where is it? Eurovision 2020 at the Agon bar. So it's still called Euros 2020, isn't it? Rather than, it just doesn't make sense in my head. I know it's supposed to be programmed for the 2020, but it's not 2020 on here. Euron as in your. Oh, you're on Hollie. You're on Hollie? That's a bit dodge, man. You're on Hollie. Oh, because you're... Yeah, I mean, that just sounds a bit dodge, doesn't it? Bob, I love you, man, but that sounds hella dodge. I think Eurovision 2020, because I do like a bit of Eurovision as well. Oh, Nippon, look at it. You need to get the blue one. Jazzy. I was thinking of getting Agon bar on the back, but I didn't. Don't get the Eurovision, no points. Right. Darren, I'm going to tell you, I have very strong links with the world of Eurovision. I have been a lifelong fan. Basically, it's all politics. We didn't give people COVID vaccines. We came out of what's it called, European Union. Nobody likes us. They don't rate us on our music abilities because I thought we had a very good song this year. They rate it on how much of a bar, like how much I think we're amazing, but other people. Other countries, not so much. We'd love to see Spurs win the league in my lifetime, and I've been a Spurs fan for 47 years. Oh, John. I mean, as long as we win something more than the Carling Cup, the League Cup. I mean, what can we win that's more than the League Cup? If we win the FA Cup, fine, cool. I would love to win the Premier League, but I don't know. Hollie's international break. Ooh. Why do we enter, lol? Because we're entered automatically because we're one of the founding members. Basically, all our money. We have a pot of money that goes to them every year. That's why we don't have to qualify either, Darren. See, I am very knowledgeable in the world of Eurovision. I'll be ordering it with Sharma 9 on the back because I used to fly as a striker in my college days. Nice. Play as a striker in my... nice. Yeah, I'm going to... my new number is 23. It's always been 23, but it's my new one. Keep your eyes peeled as well because I may be returning to the football pitch very soon, which will be vibes. But yeah, that's why we enter, Darren, because we pay them money. We pay Europe. We're like the founding members. That's why we don't necessarily enter it. We're just put in it because we have a annual, like, I don't know how to explain it. We're like, we give them money each year, like the founding members of Eurovision. But I love Eurovision because I think Graham Norton's hilarious. And before him, Terry Wogan. So it's the only reason I watch it. But yeah, I think maybe Hollie's international break or Hollie's Eurovision. Was it Eurovision? Where was it? I can't find it now. I can't remember what it was. But yes, so there'll be England content. And hopefully there'll be a video out Monday where we're discussing our new manager. So I don't think it's going to happen over the weekend. We pay money to get screwed over, just like our Spurs fans. Alan, these things, man, my two loves. I mean, I don't love Eurovision that much. But, again, it's a parallel. Maybe I'm just the jinx. I've got a funny story for you all. So I thought, you know what? My boyfriend Jay really likes NFL. I'll get involved with it. So I started supporting Minnesota Vikings. The season I started to like them, they were diabolical. Another fun fact. You know Schalke, I call Chicago. Okay. I started supporting them. And you know they went on that massive losing streak. Yeah, that was me. And now I think they're getting relegated. I still need to buy temporary blue hair dye because I said all over the internet that my Chelsea won the Champions League. Oh yeah, can we not mention that they won the Champions League? In all fairness, she did play very well. I don't know what happened to City. I don't know what's I met Graham Norton a few times, told it all in real life. A real misery guts. Is he really? It's probably because he has to smile the whole time. Dazzy Jazzy. I love that name. Is he really that bad? Oh, that's a shame. I like Graham Norton though. I think he's funny on the telly. How did you get to meet him? That is quite snazzy. The only people I've met is obviously all the Tottenham peoples, but Costa. I've actually met Costa in real life. I love Costa. Actually, I've got another fun fact for you. A whole year ago today was the first time I ever did a live podcast ever. And since then, Tottenham have still been shit. I've been on lots of other podcasts. I've managed to create my own show, and I've met loads of amazing people along the way. So I want to say thank you to everyone that still watches all these things I do. We just prolonged the inevitable. Man City are going to win the Champions League at some point. It's a matter of time. It's funny. There's the one competition they can't seem to get over the line. Been in his house a few times. I used to work for EDF. Oh, have you met any other famous people, Dazzy Jazzy? Do you want to tell you one person I want to meet? And that's Harry Winks. Oh, God. Petition to have Roberto Martinez meet her. Oh, my God. How do I say your name? Crocodocus. No, that's wrong. Shout out to Gaza, who did a good job for us when he called. Right, I don't understand this, okay? I loved when he stepped up for Hugo Lloris, when Hugo Lloris obviously broke his, was it his shoulder or his arm? I can't remember now, against Brighton. Okay. When Gaza called up, I think it was exceptional. And we've let him go. I don't understand. Joe Hart's still there, and that man just pisses me off. I met Kat Slater in the queue in Tesco. She's a miserable person. Up the Tesco. Dazzy Jazzy must have pissed off Graham Norton. Hello, Abdulram. Have I said that wrong? I'm really sorry. With a surname like Agambar, I should be getting your name right. Happy anniversary. Thank you. It's been, a whole year since I started. Not doing my own shows, but a year doing live podcasts, doing podcasts in general. I think that was one of the first ones I did, and that's when I actually met Costa, which is really cool. He's the opposite of Helen Mirren and rapping. I met Gordon Ramsay in Selfridges. I love his show that he does. Not Hell's Kitchen, the other one where he goes into restaurants and saves them. Abdu. Hello, Abdu. Who have I met? I've met, I don't actually know where my pictures are, but I've actually met Pat Jennings. That's a lie. Pat Jennings at a football tournament. I think we came second in. I've met Dennis Wise. Was it Dennis Wiseman? No, Dennis Wise from Chelsea, and Matt Letizia, but we don't talk about Matt Letizia. I saw the Irish guy from Black Books on the Shaun of the Dead. He looks well tired. What Irish guy? Who's that? I know Shaun of the Dead. Oh, the Irish one with the glasses. Who gets ripped apart in the pub and he gets pulled out the window by zombies. That one? Or is he not Irish? Oh, I don't know. This is turned from Conte to DOFs to England Euros to me not pronouncing people's names right to who we've met who's famous. By the way, it's pronounced Crook O'Docs. No, I'm so bad with pronunciation. Met Perrion, Hazard, and oh my god. I just want to meet Harry Winks, man. Actually, that's a lie. I have stood 10 metres, well, not even 10 metres away from Harry Winks when I did my Champions League. That's another fun fact. When I went to the Champions League game against Real Madrid and got to do the centre circle, that's when I jinxed Harry Winks for life because he had an exceptional game then, and then since then he's been crap. Do you know? No, I don't. I don't have a clue. I met Walker and I worked in the same company as Martin Chivers. Oh, Chris, mate. Can we use our surnames to meet famous people together? I hope next season will be better. Abdu, mate, I'm going to start a success dance. You know when people do rain dances? I'm going to do a success dance to try and get us to get someone. You get to say one sentence to Harry Winks. What do you say? Sorry, Winks, I jinxed your professional football career because since I stood 10 metres away from you, you've been shit. Winks. No, Dazzy Jazzy, he'd also run sideways. Come on. He'd run backwards and sideways from me. Like, I think that, yeah. Or Garrett. I think the two people I'd like to meet, 3 people actually, can we stretch it to 3? Harry Winks, because it's Winks, Harry Kane, and Bale. How did Winks smell? Fruity. I heard that Conte will turn us down. That's from an Italian source, and apparently he's pretty shit at knowing what's what. So I'm not too sure, Darren. To be honest, I'm not getting my hopes up because it's Tottenham. Brad, well, funny story, Brad. So I managed to hit 1k subscribers before I had enough watch time. So I can't have super chats or any donations because I don't have enough watch time. I think I'm currently on 2,000 watch time and you've got to get 4,000. But thank you. And the fact that you necessarily want to give super chats actually means the world. So thank you very much. Hopefully we get the watch time up soon. I don't know if there's any other way to set up things like super chats. But yeah, my watch time's pretty shit. I was standing in front of Wings, but he didn't see me. Because his eyes, it's like a horse. He has eyes like a horse. What, tunnel vision? Huh? Though has now worked out the finer details. Thank you, praise the Lord, yay. Like I say, I think the DLF is in the right direction. Again, it's got to work. We can't be having the smoke and mirrors business. It's got to work. Can you have a crab with a Wink shirt on it in the background? Can you have a crab? Why a crab? Oh, because he walks sideways, past his sideways. I got you. I met Martin Sheen at a fashion show. I had no idea it was until someone told me who I'd been talking to later. Oh my god. Oh, that's a lie. I've met the comedian. What's his name? He's a Spurs fan. I can't remember his name. I reckon the manager of Spurs will be Conte, definitely. It works for Spurs. They need an attacking manager. That's definitely what they would work for the likes of Son and Bell. See, Sean, this is where I butcher your name. Seamus? Short. I'm going to call you C. Sorry. To be honest with you, whoever comes in needs to have full control on who they want. Because we've been here for 20 years. Levy's put his fingers in every pie he could have and manages to not leave the manager to do what he wants. So we need the DOF to come along with him. See, I want to say Seamus or really bad at names, but yes, I agree. I think it is in the best though. It's definitely better than the other names that were pulled out of the hat with Potter and Harry Potter and all that jazz. Harry's eyes roll back in his head. Do they? That Harry's got 4 eyes. Russell Kane. Is Kane leave the team? Who knows, Abdu, at this moment in time. I think it all rides on whether Conte goes through or there's a DOF. He said, I think he came out yesterday or the day before, he was saying about how if he doesn't win trophies as a team, he hasn't had a successful career. Do you... Torstein, this is a funny question. I don't know, because I did not pre-recorded. I've recorded a watch along. I didn't do it live with my family, and it was the worst thing I've ever done in my life to try and edit. So I don't know. Maybe in the future, maybe we'll try one. We'll do live from the Agon Bar for the Euros. We'll have a look. I was seriously having nightmares about Robert Martin. Oh no, I don't want it. Was it Michael McIntyre I was thinking of? No, he's not big. He's got glasses and he's got black frizzy hair. He's a Spurs fan. I have him on my Twitter. We follow each other on Twitter because I met him at Oceana, which has now gone bust. Spurs fan. Russell Kane's a Spurs. Russell Kane. The only Kane I know is Michael Kane and Harry Kane. If Conte the new manager, I want to see an Amazon documentary. Constantly losing his temper will make a nice viewed TV show. I want him to headbutt Levy, man. The bar looks good. Is it empty yet? No, I mean I make sure I have good stock. Eka. I've never run out. I met Alex Jones. Alex. Oh no, I don't like her voice, man. Oh no, Alex Jones. Is that the geezer from Blue Peter, or is that the Welsh one? I never meet anyone cool. Dominic Holland. No, who is it? Let me get it up. Hang on. Bear with. J.K. Rowling is a Spurs fan. Oh, maybe I could get J.K. Rowling on if we sign Potter. Get J.K. Rowling on all these Hotspurs. Get J.K. Rowling on. Let me have a look. I've got him on my Instagram. The Welsh lady. Oh no, she winds me up, that woman. Hang on, let me find it. Bear with. That's what I mean, like, I can't remember who said about super chats. If I had, like, I haven't really thought about it in a sense, because I didn't think anybody would want to do super chats, but I will try my best to get this watch time up. I actually can't find this picture. Where is it? Before then. It was at Christmas. I saw Nicola Roberts from Girls Aloud, turned to look back. I just smiled. Oh, Darren. I'm a bit Girls Aloud. Looking forward to more of your TikTok videos. I do. See, I thought that could get the watch time up, if I post my TikTok videos. It gets done for copyright sometimes. Oh my god, where's this picture? What? It's going to really tick me off. Oh, here he is. I found him. Wait, where's this? Oh, shit. It's up here. Where is my camera? The one in the... Oh, you're not going to be able to see it. You're not going to be able to see it. I don't know what his name is. I didn't even tag him in it. I just wrote comedian in the house. I know you hate both clubs, but who would you rather see liquidated, Arsenal or Southampton? See, people are going to be like, why wouldn't you want Arsenal to liquidate? But then, if you're... Right, imagine this. You're a Southampton fan, and you haven't played your rivals Pompey in ages. I would rather keep my rivals. So, liquidate Southampton. Although my best friend, her granddad, is this big statue outside St Mary's. Ted Bates. So I don't think she's going to be too happy if I say that. I can't remember what his name is. It's really ticking me off. I didn't even tag him in it. I can't even remember what his name is. I follow him on Twitter. He follows me back, but I think I DM'd him the other day, see if he wants to come on all these Hotspurs, but he didn't reply. But, imagine getting visits to only have Southgate as manager. Can we not? I'm going to call you Croc. Croc, can we not? I'll tell you, right? I'm just putting it out there. If we got Southgate in as Tottenham manager, I'm telling you right now, there'd be waistcoats in the Spurs store. You'd be able to buy like funky waistcoats with the Tottenham cockerel on. 100%. That'd be Levy's new business venture. Would be, let's make some waistcoats for people to buy. Like, woo! Don't say that loud. It would be hella depressing, wouldn't it really? Hella depressing. It would not be vibes. Hi, so but no amount of ass kissing by Enoch and Levy, they need to go. Yes. Look, Aaron, you've come to the right place, my friend. Ta-da! I went on a massive run at the start of this thing, Aaron. I would get into VIP of Aaron Bar with my name. Of course you will. The bar is made for us Aaron Bars. We are the owners of the bar. You guys need to set up another protest. I think there is one on the 30th of June or July. I know there's one for the Lady Gaga thing, and people are saying, why are you protesting for Lady Gaga? It's got nothing to do with football. Precisely our point. It has got nothing to do with football. And people say, yeah, but it'll bring revenue in for the club. Yeah, but that revenue that's brought in for the club for from Lady Gaga, am I definitely so certain it's going to go back into the club for players? No. Is it our interest for Southgate to put it in the Euros and Levy isn't tempted? Oh my god. That's probably like on the top of his list. Butler, tick. Let's get him in. Reese is the guy's name. Oh, what, the comedian? Hang on. I have him on Twitter, man. I can't remember what his name is. He's a Spurs fan and he's a comedian. Spelt fucking Reese wrong. Is it I don't even know if that's how you say it. I don't even know if that's how you say it. No, I don't fucking know. I don't know. Didn't our attackers destroy Skriniar 2 years ago when we played Inter in the Champions League? Might have done. Like, this is why I just want a centre back, man, that's certain in the Premier League. Reece James or something. Sometimes they're great to be old. I don't know any Lady Gaga songs. What is it? There's a song that's like fits in well with Tottenham and the situation we're in. Reece James. It might be Reece James. I don't know why I'm trying to find him, Mark. I just. It's really stressing me out. He's a Spurs fan and he's a comedian. I think he does like something on politics now. Southgate started the first game of playing back three with no two holding midfielders, no great intenders in place. Oh, that's why you need gin for these games, Darren. This is what I mean. We finished with Tottenham for the season. There's been stress. And then we get to watch England play defensive. Stress. Why did we need to bring... I know we've only got 3 right-backs now, but come on. Long time anyway. Hope you're well. Thank you, Mark. I'm all good in the hood. I'll be much happier when Spurs sort out their manager problems and all the other problems we have going on at the moment. But apart from that, it's vibes. I hope you're well as well. Oh, Jesus. But yeah, I'm excited for the Euros. The guy off Mock of the Week, Reece James. I'm Googling. It's probably because his Twitter is different to his actual name. Reece James. I've spelled it wrong. I'm Googling his freaking name. Mark, shh. Honestly, I think it all depends on this manager, and not just the manager, but the director of football, whether it's actually implemented properly. Reece Weatherspoons? No, not Reece Weatherspoons. Reece James? No, not the... Oh, hang on. Watch how we lose to Scotland, draw to... Can you imagine it? No, not Reece James. Reece James, he was the geezer on the first ever Tottenham YouTube channel I used to watch ages ago. Oh, what's it called? With Craig Mitch. It's not Reece James. Two of those people right backs. Two of those right backs are those to cover right centre back in his back 5 system. Probably played Chilwell, Sean Maguire, Walker, James, Southgate, Masterclass. Woo! The fridge at centre back. Can't wait. Vibes. Man, that just screams, oh my god. Can't see Son sign a new deal though, in my opinion. I can and I can't. I think it all hinges on Kane. I literally think it all hinges on Kane. I don't know, but then the argument could be... I mean, we spoke about this a couple of weeks ago on Hollie's Hotspurs. I don't know what game it was on. We had Abby and Patrick, and we were talking about... I mean, we're worried about Kane, but should we also be worried about Son? I mean, he's been rumoured to have signed this extension to his deal for like the past couple of months. People are saying, it's something to do with his image rights. Not like Dybala, but in a sense that he signed a new deal with, I think it was Sony or someone like that. And they had to find the finer details or something. That's been going on for months. But I generally think it has something to rest in the balance with Kane. But like Kane keeps coming out with these cryptic messages. And this is the thing that scares me. Like people say, Kane will stay. It's just the media rallying up certain things, but I think I've never seen Kane come out and say something about his career in the sense that he will think it's an unsuccessful career if he doesn't win something with a team. Like you can have all these personal accolades, and obviously that walk with thingy on the golf course, what's his name, Neville. You sat there thinking, okay, you haven't said you're leaving, you haven't said you're not leaving, but we've always said, oh no, I'm here to stay at Tottenham. We've always seen him say that. Do you know what I mean? Like for him to now be in the balance, to be like, someone's to be the England manager. No, Mike Bassett, man. Levy has nowhere to go if Conte does not arrive. I mean, he doesn't, does he? I think he made a bit of a boo-boo trying to get Poch. Because, if we don't get Conte, here comes Potter. If Sonny's going to sign, it makes no sense for him to do anything but run his deal down, sign a massive contract with Spurs as a free agent if he wants to stay. Oh, that's a true fact. Oh, I like that, Reload. I like your name as well. Reload. I suppose maybe that's what he's waiting for. Maybe he's been dragging it out to see what Kane's going to do. What do AIA sell? I think they're an insurance company. Not AXA, not AXA, but I think they're some sort of thing like that. Up the Mike Bassett. If you haven't watched that film, I suggest you do. Getting Poch back is like X cheated on you and then go back to them. Lol. It is, Mark. It is. It's too soon. It is too soon. I think, like I said, I think Poch will return one day to Tottenham Hotspur. But a year and a bit after being absolutely put under a bus, like, no, I can't see that happening. It's like me with football. Like, if I'm not happy where I am, I leave, and then say maybe, like, I don't want to get too into football and stuff and politics and things, but when you're not happy somewhere and you leave, you need at least a couple of years to pass, and that's kind of what I've done. And what happens is things move on, and at the moment Tottenham hasn't moved anywhere. It is still the same place it would have been when Poch arrived back when he left Southampton. We haven't really progressed. We're going backwards now. So I think that's the only way to look at it. They do sell hopes and dreams. I want them to sell gin. Levy should be in prison for allowing a huge red logo. See, who was I talking to? Stell, my good mate from Tottenham away. He was saying how people only come to realise what Enick and Levy have been doing for so long. But, like, I know it's quite petty to have red in a logo, but still, like, you look at Portsmouth, for example. So I don't know if you know, but you've got the Spinnaker Tower in Portsmouth. Now, obviously, Emirates is red. Now, Portsmouth detest anything that's red. So they told the Emirates who made the Spinnaker Tower, you need to paint it blue. So the Spinnaker Tower is now blue. Like, that kind of thing. Like, it's the heart of what we are, not to have red on our kit. But Levy and Enick decide to get a sponsor that are red. It's little things like that, but then they add up to, and then when they get away with things like that, they seem to think they can get away with more and more and more. That's just kind of the way it's gone. Thoughts on James Ward-Prowse? He's probably the only person that I like from Southampton. I wouldn't mind him at Spurs. I mean, he can take a good free kick as well. Maybe that's the dynamic we need. Maybe we need Højbjerg and James Ward-Prowse. Who knows? You're in the same boat as us. If we get rid of Arteta, we'll be linked with Potter. We never were at grace, but you've definitely fallen off a cliff. I will take Poch back. It's the only manager to turn the turd into gold. Agreed, Darren, but I also think for us to get better, years need to pass. Like, I don't want to name names, but the football club I was at ages ago that I loved, it went sour and toxic, like really bad, and I was like, I need to leave. And I feel like that's what happened with Poch. It got really bad and toxic. We needed new blood in. He needed to go. I needed to go. And now, for me, 4 years have passed. Players have moved on. There's a new manager in place. It's a different setup now, which is kind of like, if you put it into comparison with Tottenham, we want the dead wood gone. We won't necessarily get rid of our owners, but we'll have a new system in place, hopefully with a director of football. I think it's too soon for Poch to come back because something's changed. Breaking news, Levy is appointed. This is the comment of the day. Oh, my days. Get a wall, man. Up the yak and boom. Yes, Kylan. JWP, he is a Pompey fan. He is a Pompey fan. And I'll tell you, I like Pompey, man. Fall off a cliff, fall off something for sure, lol. You've fallen off of White Cliffs at Dover, mate. You're falling right off. I mean, this is what I mean. Like, before Ancelotti did a dirty on Everton and left for Madrid, they were on the up. They're getting a new stadium, this, that, and the other, but they were doing it the right way. They were sorting out their problems on the pitch first. But yeah, Man United didn't allow a huge blue logo team viewer, so Levy could have forced them to change it, but probably got an extra 50p for the red. This is the thing. What I mean, like, it's petty. It is petty. It is petty to have reds. But did we kick up much of a fuss? Like, the whole of Portsmouth kicked up a fuss when the Spinnaker Tower was red. Because they're Pompey, they're blue. They don't want to be like Southampton, it's red. Like, but did we kick that much of it? And they're probably like, oh, we can get away with this. Let's get away with something else. It's escalated. And that's why I think now that this Levy out Enick movement isn't too late, but it's taken a while for people to actually turn their heads and be like, oh, shit, this isn't our football club anymore. It's little things like that have allowed them to get away with certain things, and it's just not going to work anymore. That's why we need to keep our voices being heard. What would hurt more, Butler North London derby in Europa League final or Butler Champions League final to Chelsea? Oh, mate, both of those situations are horrible. I think there will be less aggro if we bottled the Champions League. Because, I mean, yes, we'd get a lot of hate from Chelsea, but Arsenal wouldn't be in our they would be in our mentions, but I'll be like, well, you didn't even fucking get in the Champions League. But if we bottled it, North London Europa League fight, that would just be horrendous. So I'd rather bottle the Champions League, as bad as that sounds. I think we need to project manager Levy try to fool Conte that has money to spend. I mean, I agree, Darren, but the only person I think that would be possible at doing that would be Ten Hag. Like I said, it's too soon for Poch to come back, and I know he could turn shit into gold, but it's too soon for that dynamic to work again. It's too soon. Some owners are just bad guys, chase money and don't think about the fans. It's sad. Agreed, Mark. Football's tarnished. And this is why these protests need to be louder than ever. Like, people took the piss out of R1, and, like, this is what I mean. If you want change, you need to keep your voices heard, but you need to keep the momentum going because it will never change. And this is the thing, our majority of our fan base are not too nice, but they're just like, nah, it is what it is. Like, the thing that people keep saying was, oh yeah, but you weren't around when Lord Sugar owned us, this, that, and I'm like, no, I'm not, but I want more for my football club. Why can't I have an opinion on that? That's the thing for me. Like, it's just, yeah, I didn't live through Lord Sugar days. Cool, yeah, that's correct, because I'm not old enough, but you surely want more for your club, more than just for mediocrity. That's the thing that annoys me. Makes it worse as FIFA said it is bad or corrupt. Agreed. I thought you meant the game then. I was going to say, yeah, that's awful as well. Ten Hag, the world-class Ajax Academy, harder for him at Spurs. I mean, agreed. There is that reload, but I think he's probably the next best bet after Poch. I just think it's too soon for Poch. I don't have a clue, Nathan. I believe that Levy has money to spend. I just still think Levy seals the wallet tighter than the squirrel's arse. Yeah, agreed. My dad seems to like Levy, which I don't get. How old's your dad, Darren, if I don't mind asking? How old is your dad? Like, this is the thing that keeps getting thrown in my face, yeah, but you didn't live through the Sir Lord Sugar days. No, I didn't. I also didn't live through the days that you got to witness us be great in Europe. I also didn't live the days where you won many trophies. Like, you obviously want more for your club. That's the thing that pisses me off. I don't want to sit here for mediocrity. I want to see my club win something proper in my lifetime. My dad is over 50. See, I think my dad's about the same age. And he wasn't too fussed. I don't think he's invested in it as much as I am. But when I talk to him and I tell him this, that, and the other, he's actually like, yeah, actually, this isn't good. I was like to him, you've seen us win loads of things. I've seen us win the Carling Cup. I just want my club to do well. And if that means that I don't think this board and this chairman, this board and this Levy geezer isn't doing the best job, then yeah, I'm going to have a kick up a fuss about it. We used to bottle player transfers, now we're doing it with managers. I know. That picture of Levy looks similar to Jeff. I should buy out Enic, then we can order players and manage Levy. Ali, mate, you're killing me, geez. If you got Prime, it's next day. If it's Prime, it's next day. So I'm all for that. My dad is 57. I think my dad is about that. I'm not really sure how old my dad is. I think there's a generation of violent Levy out. It splits on depending on what you have seen in your lifetime, not counting those who have done their research on the fraud. Agreed. I just think, like I say, I keep going. I mean, I don't want this to turn to a Levy out, but we're on the topic now. If you look at the days when we came second and we lost the title to Leicester, that was when we should have been like, oh shit. We're probably, a couple of players away from being able to push on next season and try and win the Premier League. Whether that would happen or not is another question. But we were at the height of what we've ever been in that kind of sense, I feel. I think the Champions League papered over a lot of cracks because we were shit in the Premier League. And okay, we didn't have the squad to do both because we didn't invest that money. If we invested that money after that season where Leicester won the title, we might be having a different story. But that's the thing that really pisses me off. The fact that United looks at Sanchez. Okay, he played really well in his first season with us. Then he kind of dipped form. Rather than the board being like, okay, we should probably sell this player on. He's not what we thought he'd be. We'd probably make a little bit of a loss, but who cares? We could probably get someone in that's a bit better. No, let's hold on to Sanchez. He'll probably get good in time because I don't want to lose about 5-0. The other thing that ticks me off is that we go in for players. We take the likes of Grealish. We could have had Grealish a couple of seasons ago. And then I think it was last season before, Daniel Levy's like, he practically offers a player and a packet of crisps. You think to yourself, come on, you've got to give the kid a bit of respect. And now look at Grealish. There's no way we're going to be able to do that. And the thing that pisses with me, you look at Ericsson. I mean, look, Reload said it here. You get Ericsson, have we replaced him? No. Jan Vertonghen, have we replaced him? No. The list could go on. I could sit here forever. Then Dembele, did we replace him? No. Wanyama, okay. Lots of people have a different conversation with Wanyama. I don't think we've necessarily replaced him. I mean, the whole Ericsson thing, people are saying, oh, Lo Celso's a replacement. Lo Celso is a totally different player to Ericsson. Ericsson will find that killer ball, cross it in. Lo Celso, at the moment, I don't really know what he does, to be honest. And that's not me being too harsh. I don't know. I don't know what he does. I think he's more of a player that tries to carry the ball and then slip a ball in behind, whereas Ericsson was the one that would whip a ball in, see a pass through. Like, I just don't get it. And this is the thing. Like, we never, ever, ever replace these players. And the trouble is now, it's going to be so difficult to be able to get this team to where it should be because we've let it go on for so long. We've just rode the wave. Oh, sugar. Hollie, I like that. Don't remember their birthdays, lol. The Celso is just there. I don't know why a loan was made permanent, nor do I. The Celso steals away. Do you know what he reminds me of? Eric Lamela Part 2. He really is. He's Eric Lamela Part 2. I wish Spurs were managed like owners of Leicester. Agreed. I just think Leicester are one of a kind. They're just one of a kind. Yeah. Levy constantly misses out on top players, buys someone for 5 or less, gets half a player. Exactly. What was it? Rumour came out that Jose wanted Ruben Diaz. Now look at Diaz at City. Like, we could have had that player. But because we thought, let's go for 5 mil less, we can still a bucket. Instead, we lose out on him. It's just a pure naivety. They just don't understand it. This is what I mean. If we had a director of football, like, maybe he'd be able to get things done properly. And Steve Hitchin, Jesus Christ. Just don't even get me started on that bald-headed geezer. Like, man's naked as well. But, yeah, there's a lot of problems at Tottenham. Like I say, if Levy and Enick manage to get Conte over the line with a director of football, I'll be like, okay, you're doing something. You actually put your words into action, which is all I've wanted them to do for a very long time. If they don't, and we get Conte in and it's... Well, if we get Conte in a director of football and I don't see any difference in the sense that Levy's still putting his oar in everything, then it's clearly the wrong move. If we don't get Conte again, I think it's the wrong move. If we get someone in like Potter, I will actually bang my head against the wall. And people say, oh yeah, but he's class, man. Potter plays good football. Potter is doing wonders with Brighton. No. Come on, we're Tottenham. And I'm not being a snob about it. We should be aiming for much higher than that. Wanted Diaz, got Doherty and said Dyer is good enough. I mean, there is that as well. That is a bit of a contradiction, isn't it? That is true, Croc. I think Dyer was just his long-lost son, I think. If anything, this could be the best time to spend money just to cover we can get bargains. It's just up to Levy to spend, whether he does or not. When is the next protest? I think before the Lady Gaga thing. Oh, Alec, do you know my good friend Irish Hotspur? Moon boots, I love it. What is head astronaut training at Nessa? The Celso thing, no one knows what he does. He does an Eric Lamela. He's got a lot of fire and passion. He gets injured a lot and keeps the physio team in a job. I can see the scenario of Conte coming in and leaving before the season starts because they don't get his targets. I mean, I could probably see him doing that. I also want to see him give a 2-piece to Levy. I hate the good football argument. It only started to come since we signed Jose, I swear. It did. Beautiful football, though. Yeah, but that beautiful football don't win us anything. That's probably a bit harsh, but do you know what I mean? It didn't on paper. It didn't in real life either. I don't care. I said at the start of last season when we got Jose, I said I couldn't care less if we won every game 1-0. It was a win at the end of the day. I don't care if it's like watching paint dry. I just want to see my club win something. And it's sad to say that, but that's how bad it's got. I want to see Conte come in. I want to see a director of football, Levy to get his butt out of everything that goes on. Just stick to doing wonders off the pitch with the stadium and buying cinemas across the road. Other than getting his oar into football dealings, because it hasn't worked for 20 years, bar that one trophy we won. We could be so far ahead of ourselves now, but sadly we're not. But I think I'm going to cut it there, guys. Thank you very much to everyone that has joined today. I will be doing a Euro video next week on Thursday to discuss pretty much the Euros, what's been happening with Waistcoat, Southgate, and things like that. I will hopefully as well have a video out early next week when we sign Conte. I'm doing like a voodoo dance at the moment to sign Conte, but we'll have to wait and see. People say that it would take Rafa Benitez because defensive football. Who do we think we are? I really don't know. Why do Pompey hate the colour red? Because Southampton are red, and that's their rivals. Which it doesn't just stem from football; it stems from everything. Portsmouth and Southampton. It's not just football that they hate each other. The football is where the hatred stems through. The Eurovision we are discussing. When's the next hot take stream? I don't know. It depends what happens with the appointment of our new manager. If there's an appointment of our new manager, it will probably be Hollie's hot takes with a guest. Hopefully Monday and Tuesday. If not, it will be Hollie's Eurovision live from the Yak Bar. Hopefully, where we're discussing England. That is definitely happening Thursday. The manager video will hopefully happen Tuesday. If there's any movement. But I just want to say thank you to everyone that has watched. Also to whoever said, why is there no super chats? We need to get the watch time up before you lovely people could even think about donating money. But to be honest with you, I'm all happy about talking football because, like I said, every time I do a Hollie's Hot Spurs or Hollie's Hot Takes, it's nice to talk to you lot and just get everything out because I don't know about you, like I'm using the will to live with Tottenham. Thank you, Alex. This is the Hollie's Hot Take section, which is me talking to you lot. Normally we have guests on and things, but it's quite nice just to whip the stream out and talk to you. Oh, bye, Hollie. See you later, Orange. It's coming home. It might not come home. But we're crossing our fingers and toes that it does. But until next time, thank you all so much for tuning in. Like I say, keep your eyes peeled for next week for some more Hollie's Hot Takes, hopefully a new manager discussion, and the Euros, which will be live from the Avon Bar. But until next time, you lovely lot. Come on, you Spurs.